over my shoulder right here is the Rainbow Bridge. This is where we're told the incident happened near. And so what I can show you is that exact area. And I can tell you that in the last 20 minutes since I've arrived, initially when I first arrived, there was a red flashing light over there. And I was able to get some pictures of that, but I just relocated then closer here to the bridge, and that vehicle or that roadblock, whatever it was, seems to have left. So what I can show you now is what it looks like right along the edge here of the falls. So in some ways, it appears that everything is kind of going ahead as normal. You have, people are still parking right here. People are coming and taking photos. But it's really when you're coming into Niagara Falls, that's when you feel something is happening. I can tell you on the drive down here, there were several points where police have set up. There's some flashing lights indicating some highway closures. Some other bigger signs have gone up saying, these border crossings are closed, so take note. But in downtown Niagara Falls, things are quiet, but it feels like a pretty regular day. It is a gloomy day. It is a little quiet. Now, I started my work today right here up at the duty free. And when I landed there, I was able to talk to a few people. But what happened is shortly after I arrived at the duty free, the people there, the security asked me to leave. So they're making like a sort of perimeter around that duty free. And there are more police there, and they're putting up wooden barricades so people are not able to go into that area. And it's also up in that area that I was able to speak to two different Americans. One was a young man that came with his family. They parked on the American side and then decided to take in the view. So they actually walked across the Rainbow Bridge. Then the security incident happened, and now they're stuck in Canada. Same with another elderly couple. They decided to come for the day in their car. They told me they're just giving up right now. They decided to get a hotel room. Also had the chance to speak to a friend who gave me a call, and she's over there in the United States. She went there for the day and told me she's stuck and she's getting a hotel room. So people are getting the sense that this isn't going to be over right away, and they're making plans for kind of the long haul at this point.
And Beth, we just want to tell our viewers that there are multiple reports now that two people who were in the vehicle that this explosion happened in are now dead. So we are just going to update our viewers now. Multiple reports that two people in the Rainbow Bridge vehicle explosion are dead. Beth, in terms of what else is happening in the area, because of the border crossing closures, are you seeing a big backlog of vehicles trying to get across?
I was expecting a backlog because I had my GPS on, and as I was getting closer to Niagara Falls, initially it said I was going to arrive at 2 o'clock. Then it said 2:15, then 2:30, then 2:50. And so I was thinking I'm really going to be encountering a major traffic jam. Then when I kind of repositioned and decided to come right down here to the falls, for some reason, I was able to drive in quite smoothly. So I'm not sure exactly at this point what it's like, but there definitely seemed to be that there was going to be a big traffic jam. But then when I actually came right down here, if you're actually trying to get to a border crossing itself, that may be a very different situation if you're trying to go over in the car. So, this is a look at Niagara River Parkway. The cars are flowing here. It's not seeming very busy at the moment. People, like I said, are coming by. There's still a few tourists here that have been taking pictures and taking in the view of Niagara Falls. So a lot of people that I was able to speak to just very briefly are really anxious for more information. So that's something that we're trying to do, obviously. But from just the people milling about, they really don't know too much. And are hoping to learn more about it. I'm going to show you now. I can see some emergency responders there off in the distance beyond the Rainbow Bridge. I don't know if you're able to see that or not.
I think we can kind of see towards you're further down towards the right. Some
right,
lights,
exactly.
I think.
So,
yes.
so
you
that
can
I
kind of
believe
bit further.
is So that I believe would be the United States. And so there, like I said, there's kind of these moments where you get a sense of, okay, that's where it is, or that's something happening, but more quiet than anything. And like I said, you know, we can't, there's no smoke, there's no, you know, big sign of an explosion. They're just kind of clearing people out, like I said, from that duty-free area. I'm not sure exactly why. If that's just, you know, property that's connected to the border itself. A lot of the people who do walk and cycle across this bridge, they do, like between that duty-free sign and that other taller building, they do go there. So, you know, they just want to make sure maybe just to keep people as far back as possible.
Okay, CTV's Beth Macdonell reporting for us live from Niagara Falls on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge where this explosion happened. Thanks so much, Beth.